You are 14,000 feet up in the air. You're falling from that height at the rate of 125 miles per hour. After your initial adrenaline rush wears off a little bit, you actually get to look around and see how beautiful everything looks from a bird's eye view. Once you've calmed down a little bit more, you remember it's time to pull your parachute string. You go and reach for your string and pull it, and nothing happens. You have less than 1 minute before you hit the ground that gets closer and closer as you fall further and further from the plane. According to skydiveparcel@xb.com, there is a 1 in 1,000 chance that your parachute won't deploy when you're skydiving. But don't worry, if you ever do find yourself to be one of those lucky 1 in 1,000 people, I have a couple of tips and tricks for you to help increase your survival chances. Number 1, slow down. Number 2, find a safe place to land. And number 3, position your body for landing. As I previously stated, one of the most crucial parts about surviving a skydive gone wrong is to slow down your breathing. Slowing down your breathing is going to help you reduce your heart rate. Reducing your heart rate is going to help you make more clear, calm, cool, and collected decisions, which is important, considering that you're going to be making some pretty big decisions in the next 60 seconds. The next thing you need to slow down is your body. You need to do this by creating as much air resistance as you possibly can. According to public figure Austin McConnell, the best way to do this is to position your body into an X shape. It's also important to do this because this will allow you more time until you hit the ground, which is also more time to create decisions. Secondly, find a safe place to land. You may be tempted to land in a nice big ocean, lake, or pond right below you, but please don't do that. This is because from how far you're falling from, when you hit the water, you won't break the surface tension, and it would be the same as if you landed flat on the concrete. Some of the better options for you to land are treetops, swamps, and snow. This is because it takes you longer to all the way hit the ground. This is going to take some of the force off of your body. If you went from going from 125 miles an hour to 0 within less than a second, the G-force from that fall would kill you. Lastly, you need to position your body for landing. Now that it's time to land, you need to start thinking with your head. And by that, I mean you need to protect your head. In the book Neurological and Mental Disorders by Kaniz Fatima Shad and Camille Hakan Dagan, they found that most suicide victims who jumped off of a ledge died from head and neck trauma. The way that you're going to prevent this is by lacing your fingers behind your head, pointing your elbows forward, and pointing your feet straight at the ground. Protecting your head and vital organs are going to increase your chances of survival. If you tried everything you can to land in lush treetops, gooey swamps, and fluffy snow, but you just can't, and you know that you're going to have to land on the ground, then positioning is going to be everything. You need to position it so that you land on the balls of your feet. Landing on the balls of your feet will allow for your femurs to absorb most of the shock from your fall. This sounds like it will probably hurt, and it will. This is because your femurs are going to shatter. Once your femurs shatter and you hit the ground, you will be in a lot of pain, but you will have saved your vital organs and therefore saved your life. In summary, having a faulty parachute doesn't necessarily make you a goner. Just remember, if you do happen to find yourself in this position, 1, slow down, 2, find a safe place to land, and 3, position your body for landing. If you found any of the information that I've gone over today controversial, or you haven't seemed to be able to retain all of it, just remember, there is always the option for you to just not go skydiving in the first place.